funniest story I have to tell. It's so funny. Anyway, that's the story. Seriously, the funniest thing ever. Hopefully it didn't get cut off by the VOD starting, because that was like, I doubt it did though. I doubt it got cut off by the VOD starting, because that was like a 10-minute elaborate story. It's the funniest story in the whole world. I doubt the whole thing got cut off. So yeah, anyway, that's the funniest story in the world. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a realization the other day. In one of my streams, I started it being like, oh dude, it's so tricky, because you gotta like, you know, say it's scheduled for example, 10:15 a.m. You gotta like hit the start streaming button, and then there's like a 25-second pause, and then you can hit the confirm on the YouTube studio end, and then there's a little pause, and like you have to time it right to start at 10:15. I can just start like 2 minutes early, you know. So I don't know what the big problem was. Let me real quick make sure the microphone sounds correct. All correct, meaning okay. Also, we got a new starting screen. I don't know what the big problem was. Let me real quick make sure. Okay, I'm gonna bring the mic a bit closer. Correct. Tell me what you think. I love it! I love it! I love it! Okay, I'm waiting for... Give it a sec. Also, we got a new starting screen. I don't know what the big problem was. Let me real quick make sure. Okay, I'm gonna bring the mic a bit closer. Correct. Tell me what you think. I love it! I love it! Oh, he loves it. Okay. Okay, good. He loves it. Give it a sec. That was actually really confusing as well, hearing on stream not just me talking, but hearing the past me talking in the background of my stream. Okay, I'm gonna bring the mic a bit closer. Tell me what you think. Okay. Close that tab after a brief hesitation to make sure it's not the tab that will end the stream if you close it. Yeah, we got a new starting screen. Look at this. I made a default one. I'm probably still gonna make a quick little custom one for each stream, but this just means I felt like it was really difficult for me to turn on stream on like a whim, because I was like, oh, but what, do I just use the previous, you know, it would be weird if I started this banner stream with this screen, you know? Why are there potions floating? Why does it say Incredible Brewing? So we got this, and we got a no music variation. And we got a music variation. There are a few things to show off, actually, which we'll get through. Hang on, there's a fella who wants to escape confinement. Just leave that open in case he wants to re-enter confinement. There's a lot to talk about. But hey, you got beautiful visuals while we talk about it. Remember all these videos? Remember all these moments? If all the copies of Bible 2 were destroyed, how do I know about it? Not all of them, just most of them. They managed to sell a few before the house fire. So, I got it like it's like an 11th hand copy. Generally, when people buy Bible 2, they keep it for like a day or two, and then they sell it off, and it's like, this book sucks. So it's passed hands a lot, but I managed to get my hands on it. Very difficult to find, very cheap to buy once you find it. Some people are willing to pay you to take it from them. It's a very poorly written book. Yeah, so, new starting screen, which is good to have just like a default one, because it means if I ever just want to turn on a stream, I don't feel bad about like... I don't necessarily need to set things up before I turn on the stream, right? I can just kind of do it, which is nice. Though I am now realizing you also have to make like a stream thumbnail, so I would need to do some level of prep. Anyway, on top of new starting screen, look at this. BRB screen, and it's the Bianca, you know, she was listening to Caramel Dancing in that video. Here she's currently listening to Lavender by Kupla. I think Kupla's the artist, and was the song? Also, I just said artist to refer to musician, whatever. Hey, look, I accept that it is broadly language. I accept that that's the word in the language that people use nowadays. I just wish there was still a word for whatever. You've seen that video. Bianca Lo-Fi and Chill Stream. Yeah, and it's also, this is gonna get better, by the way. This is like version 1. You'll see. It's gonna improve in future streams. So to be honest, I like never go BRB. I'm never like, oh, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go, I'll be back in like 3 minutes or something. I've done like an 8-hour stream before, haven't I? I just go. Like, I don't eat. I go to the toilet. I feel like some people go to the toilet all the time, by the way. I go to the toilet. I don't know how often I go to the toilet. Some people, it's crazy. Also, there's, you'll see there might be a problem. Well, there is a problem, but you might see it. The phone is going to buzz and then disappear at the wrong time when she's supposed to pick it up. Yeah, so I think it buzzed earlier. I wasn't looking. So I fixed that already when I make the next render for the better version. I have a bunch of notes of improvements. But while we're talking about Lavender by Kukla, and before this ends, how do I do this? Properties? Yeah. Listen to how cool the song is on 200 speed. I put it on 2 times speed just to quickly watch through and look for issues, and I found issues. I might just like put this song in a video on 2 times speed, because this is like awesome. Oh my god, this is cool. I mean, the regular song is cool anyway, but I really like that. I'm just gonna let this play for a sec. I could keep that going, but I don't want to. And that's actually part of the reason with this starting screen I made a no music version. And that's because I'm not sure if I like having background music on a live stream I'm doing. I feel like it might kind of make me passively more accepting of like not talking, which I don't want to do on my streams, I don't want to be like, oh, it's okay if I'm just silent for like 40 seconds. Except in, like, focus scenarios, if you gotta focus on something, it makes sense. But if I'm just, like, relaxing back in my chair, like, yeah, oh, that was crazy, what the heck? Like, I don't want to do that on my streams, And when you're, like, hanging out with a friend? Like, if you have music playing, you can go, like, 5 minutes without saying anything. And then you say something, it's like, yeah, and then it's completely, like, it doesn't feel weird. If there's no music playing, you make a lot more conversation because you feel like you gotta, and I want to feel like I gotta on streams. You know what I mean? Yes. So new starting soon screen, new BRB screen, which is cool. I'm also gonna make more. That's one of them. I have ideas. I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 of them because I think some are cool. Some ideas I have. I quite like these. I like how they turned out. I think they're good. I also still have... jump scare warning, but like... It's not really a jump scare if I warn you, is it? I still have all those as well. I wanted to set up another joke. I forgot. When I went to sleep like 5 hours ago at 5 a.m., don't worry about it. I had like a 3-hour sleep at like 8 p.m. It's okay. Like, overall, I'm good on sleep. It was just in 2 sessions. I thought of a joke, and I was gonna set it up in the morning, and then I didn't. I want to set... Hold on, let me write that down. I'll do that another time. It's not a joke I can... It's not like a say the words joke. It's like a prepare stream thing joke. Cool. So today, as you can tell, we are going to be making a new channel banner. That's the thing, you know what it is. It's like above the YouTube channel. It's also on like a lot of social medias. My channel banner, I made, I think maybe 4 years ago. Maybe like 3 and a bit. I think I made it in like 2 hours or less, and I made it by drawing with a mouse. So, it's not as good as it could be. Hold on, I can go like this. This is it. This is what I made. It is, and see what I mean as well? When you have background music on a stream, it's like a problem when it goes away. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like those kind of dependencies. I don't drink tea or coffee because I am terrified of developing a caffeine dependency, right? My mother, if we're going to talk about like hardships we've been through, my mother used to get headaches if she didn't drink tea because she was so caffeine dependent. And my grandfather was an alcoholic and it killed him. But my mother also had like a small caffeine addiction, and I am terrified of developing like I just don't like the idea of getting a dependency on something. I don't want a dependency on background music because now it's gone and it's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird that it's gone? I don't want it to be weird. It's gone. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the background music. Never again. Maybe again, but not for extended periods. Yeah, so there's this. Can you see my mouse? Yes, you can. So it's just, it's just like, here's a chimney. It's like a smoky night. I actually remember this. I forgot about this until right now. I was gonna do like a city in the background. And then I was like, nah. It's not enough. But it's like smoky, it's smoggy, it's foggy. There's like a little chimney sweep brush coming out of a chimney. And there's like a bunch of lanterns on balloons. And I clearly did not know how to draw a balloon shine either. And you can tell I made this pretty quick, because I think it's kind of cool, but we can make a better one, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Because at the start of the year, I wrote down a bunch of things I wanted to replace on the channel. I wrote down a bunch of things I wanted to do. And I've achieved pretty much all of them except for this channel banner, which I'm going to make now. I'll just go through them real quick. Valentine's Day special on time, complete. A weekly videos month, complete. Malian Invasion. A Halloween special on time, complete. I wanted to do 40 or more shorts. This is all, I wrote this all right at the start of 2024. So far I've done, I have tally marks here. So far I've done 51. And there'll probably be more. I wanted to do 8 or more live streams. This is number 11. In fact, let me mark that tally right now. 11. I wanted to improve my profile picture and make a better one and get a new one. Didn't end up needing to, because Soviet Girl in chat just accidentally did it out of the blue. Not accidentally, but just made a really awesome piece of art that accidentally is the perfect replacement for a profile picture, which is exactly what I wanted. Thank you very much, Soviet Girl. Very kind of you. It is awesome. And it's 1,000 times better than whatever I would have made if I ever had the time to make it, which I might not have even had. I wanted a new Stream BRB screen. I wanted a new Starting Soon screen. And then there's just a bunch of stuff you don't care about, where it's internal Streamlabs organization, sort some notes, do some promotion stuff. So the last things left undone is a better channel banner, and then just the New Year's stream and end of year poll, which are both gonna happen, and they're both gonna be awesome, by the way. I've got some stuff prepared for it. So if I make this channel banner and then do the New Year's stream and poll, which are just going to happen, I've genuinely achieved every single thing I wanted to do this year. mine is just like the videos to make, and then, you know, hopefully I'll finish off the rest of the videos I want to make. I mentioned it somewhere. I think it might have been in the pinned comment of the Halloween video, but you're gonna get 4 Chimmaney talking videos over the next like week and a half. I've got them. They're not like fully done, but 3 of them are fully scripted, fully recorded, fully sorted. I just need to do the visuals and the music. And then 1 of them I just need to finish off the script. So that's going to be good. And then I'm working on... Do I say it? Hold on. I can say it. I'm working on the... excuse me. I'm working... Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it. Did God just make me burp? To like... Because he's like, no, don't say it. That's a bad idea. Like, stay your hand, Chimmaney. I'm working on the Batman video. Is going to be hopefully the next video of November, because it'll be irritating if it's the video of early December. And then, yeah, the big video I've been working on and I've been mentioning for a while, and I've been kind of like pausing to do other videos and then going back to, it's probably going to come out in December. I'll give more details closer to it, probably. I might do another stream like a couple days before it finally is ready to release. Let me just think if I want to say this detail I'm holding off on right now. I think, will I? I think I might. Okay, so it is a scripted video. It's not like a Chimmaney talking video. It's not like a kind of Pokemon Black or Darkest Dungeon where I have gameplay notes that I'm reading and like summarizing in my voice, you know, because with those it's really easy to rack up time, right? If you're just talking as a human, how long have we been here? We've been here like nearly 20 minutes and I've just been talking. It's so easy, right? If I was making a 20-minute Chimmaney video, like a scripted comedy Chimmaney video, that takes ages. 20 minutes of talking takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes of a scripted product takes a lot longer. So I'm just... Keep in mind, it is a Chimmaney video, right? It's like the Grim Sower. It's like... all of those... You know, it's like the Atlantis Must Drown. It's like Spare the Rod. It is a scripted video with characters and comedy. And it is... I'm pretty sure, it's not fully done yet, so I can't say for certain. I'm pretty, like, actually, I would be very, very shocked if it wasn't longer than an hour and 40 minutes. It is huge. It is double the length of Hunted Crime Fighter. It is massive, and it is so good. It is so funny. It is such a good story with such good characters, and it's so cool, and it's so... I really, really like it. I really like it. But it is very long, and it's probably gonna perform terribly. It's gonna, like... it's gonna get, like, 25 views. And it's gonna be like 5 days after uploading, and I'm gonna be like a bit sad, but I'm not gonna be that sad because it's gonna exist forever for people to find, and it's a good like thing to have on the channel of like, hey, go look at this. I made like an hour and 40. It's a movie. It's an hour and 40 minutes, and it's just really solid. It's really good. And then I mean, maybe I'll be surprised and it'll do really well, but I'm not expecting it to. And I'm expecting it to be a success, but I'm not expecting it to be a success because it gets good numbers. I'm expecting it to be a success because it's a really good video that people can watch forever and people will hopefully enjoy. And all of that. You really like the Grim Sower, Soviet Girl? I really like the Grim Sower as well. The Grim Sewer. Have I ever been in a room with 25 people? That's a lot for a regular Joe like you and me. Yes, but it's not... I mean, like, you know, facing facts. It's not a lot when it's like, hey guys, I've spent, like, probably by the time it's over, like, I don't know, between 200 and 400 hours on this, you know? I'm trying to decipher your message about Mr. Meanwhile and, I think Magic Almighty. Is it just that those are two other videos in your top 10? Like Mr. Meanwhile's a top one for you and Magic is... So, okay, I think what you're saying is Grim Sower in the top 10, Mr. Meanwhile above it, Magic Almighty below it. I think that's my interpretation. Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be a really good video. I'll give more details when it's coming out. It's also, I will say, depending on how it performs, will probably affect when, if anyone doesn't know, there are 4 Arkham games. I'm going to be making a video on the 3rd, Arkham City, later. Yes, that's it. Oh, dude, I'm such an interpreter. They should put me in front of the aliens. I'd set them right. Also, let's go back to the... hold on. Let's go back to this, and let's turn off the music, because my mother had a caffeine addiction, and it was so hard to watch. It killed me inside to watch her get headaches when she wouldn't drink tea. And she's got over it since then. She still has a bit of a tea addiction, but now she drinks, like, green tea, and there's no caffeine in it. And she only has, like, 2 a day. But it's still hard for a soul like me to watch someone put themselves through something like that. When someone you care about drinks tea, that's rough. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good, but, so there's 4 Arkham games. I'm gonna be making a video on the 3rd this month. The last one, when it comes out, will kind of depend on how this next video does. Not this next video, but, you know, the one I'm talking about that I've been working on for ages, the huge one. Because in my head, I was thinking, you know, when I think about my schedule, which, you know, is 2 videos a month, but also these last, you know, the last 6 months of 2024 are a weird one, where I'm uploading every video but in a weird order, and that's because of this huge one. Up until bumping into this huge one head first, in my head, it was like, okay, I think I can do the 2 video a month schedule for, like, a good long time, but I think I'm gonna run into a problem when I make the Arkham Knight video. The video on Batman Arkham Knight, the 4th and final Arkham game. And I was thinking, because I'm probably gonna want, like, with the Season of Infamy DLC on, which just adds more villains and more content and stuff. And I was thinking that could be, like... I was thinking that could be, like, over an hour. That could be, like, an hour and 10 minutes. I'm not sure I could do that in 1 month, and now I'm, like, I've bumped into one that's, like, an hour 40 plus. Anyway, so in my head, that was going to be the one to, like, disrupt the 2 video a month system, and, you know, maybe I'd come up with a new schedule before that happens. Yeah, so depending on how this huge video that I'm working on kind of does, I'll know, you know, because if it does, for example, if I'm wrong and it ends up doing really quite well numbers-wise, again, I'll consider a success regardless, but if it's also like I actually made like $30 off it instead of like 20 cents, which is most of my videos, then it's like, oh, okay, I can make an Arkham Knight video and not worry about it. But if it doesn't, then I might be like, dude, I can't just spend that many hours. You know, I would rather enjoy myself and make something I'm proud of and make 3 small things I'm proud of. Or, like, make, like, 10 small things I'm proud of instead of make this big thing that no one will actually see, you know? I don't know. It'll depend. It'll depend. But, yeah, so the Arkham Knight video, maybe it'll be like this time 2025, maybe it'll be like sometime 2026 or something. It all just depends on what... The end of this year is going to have a big, you know, influence on the way things continue, I suppose. That sounds scary, don't be scared, like, I'm going to keep making stuff, but the nature of it might change. I mean, not the nature of it. That's also a scary thing to say, and it will give you the wrong idea. I'm gonna keep making videos, and they're gonna keep being the type of videos I'm currently making, but like how long they are and how plentiful they are is gonna kind of depend on what happens with these final things I'm finishing off for 2024. And I'll give more details on that on the New Year's stream, which, by the way, the New Year's stream is going to be heaps of fun. I've started a bunch of plans for that. The New Year's poll is hopefully going to be fun. It's going to be very good. I'm looking forward to it. So that's like 25 minutes of talking. There's like more to say as well. But I think that's good for now, and we can start. I mean, I can talk while we're making the channel banner, can't I? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to this. So, this is just a Photoshop window. I know, is it like Clip Studio Paint is the drawing program everyone uses and likes. It's been on my list for ages to like, oh, you should download Clip Studio Paint and see what it is and see if you like it, see if it's good. Haven't done it. Very busy with stuff all the time. So we're just in Photoshop, but I do have a drawing tablet today. So you can see I drew this with a mouse, and then I drew this, and then I did like these. I just did weird stuff to try, because I'm trying, you know, I'm just borrowing this. I don't just like have one, and I'm trying to figure out. It's like pressure sensitive, so you can see it's like thin lines, and then it's like thick lines. Also, it's something I realized when I was like going. It's really easy to see right here. It's really easy. Also, now that's a crying sad person. Sorry about that. It's really easy. I feel like when you're trying to do a thin line to end up with a gap. I don't know. Again, I'm not used to it. I don't. But hopefully, it'll be good enough to make something that is good enough. And yeah, so the plan is. This is the old banner. We have a few options, and I'm going to do like a few sketches before I lock in what I'm going to do. One option is to just make an improved version of this. You know, make one where the, hold on, if I go like this. Make one where the lanterns look better, the balloons aren't so lopsided, and the shine is better on the balloons. Better moon, better bricks all through here, you know. This shirt better. Maybe a better fog effect. Actually, I think the fog effect's not bad. Just make a improved version of this, right? Another option is to make something new, but like kind of the same way, where it's like, oh, there's like a chimney, and there's, you know, something, but it's something else, and there's like, oh, now instead, here's like, I don't know, here's something. It's like a smiling guy, or it's like the sad guy crying that I accidentally drew a second ago. So like similar idea, but not just a better version of the same thing. It's like a similar idea but different. And then the other idea would be like essentially not drawing at all, and it's like get a bunch of Chimmaney characters and put them here, which, you know, Chimmaney characters visually are just characters from video games for the most part. But, you know, I could do like, oh, here's like, I cut out like the Grim Sower. I think is his face something like this. It's kind of more robot than skeleton. I don't remember what his eyes were like. Oh, and I think he had like 3 triangles on his head. I don't know. Here's like the Grim Sower, and he's got like his tie on from that one, when he had a tie. And then here's like Bianca. She's got like, I think it's like this. She's happy. It's like that, right? I think that's Bianca. Oh, this is kind of half Bianca, half Aiden, but that's fine because they'd both be in there. And then here, you know, and it's kind of that, you're familiar with these type of banners where they're all like peeking up from the bottom. And then it says like up here, like Chimmaney! And there's all these different characters like coming in from the sides. I think I would rather one of these things, but it is possible that we could try this and make something good. I think we'll only go in that direction though if we do the sketch of these things. Also, I was wondering, like, well, this is nothing. It's because it's, you need this. If we try these things and don't like them, then we'll give this one a go and see if we like it. And then if we don't like it either, we'll mess around. But that's what we're going to be, going for. And I'm going to be trying to figure out how to use a drawing tablet. It's a good one, though. It has, like, I'm drawing on a screen. You know, because I had one years and years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I had a little one. I didn't use it very much. It was like just a second hand. My mum's a teacher, and she, like, her school didn't need it anymore, so it got passed to me. Because they were going to, like, throw it out otherwise. And it didn't have a screen. So it was still pen on thing, but it was, you have to look at your monitor while doing it. And it's so much easier here because I can see, like, I don't just have to, like, oh, I have the benefit of pen motion, but, like, I can see the tip of the pen touching the screen where it hits, and that's useful. Am I planning on sketching the characters or cutting the images out from the games? Probably cutting them out from the games, but I could try sketching them as well. Drawing is not, like, a strong suit of mine. I'm fine at it. And I'm better with references. Like, if I have a reference to what I'm supposed to be drawing, I'm actually not terrible. But it's not something I've invested a lot of time into. It's something I've wanted to invest a lot of time into. But it's just something, other things I wanted to invest time into more. And so they ended up getting the time. Actually, hold on. I have little drawings in this notebook next to me, because sometimes on like a video project page. Yeah, Malian Invasion. I did a couple little sketches for each video. I can't show you them anyway. I don't have like a webcam plugged in. Yeah, so we'll start with just sketching over this and like getting shapes and seeing if we like it. And then, you know, we'll go from there. Let me up the opacity. I had that on 50% opacity, but I think it's actually better to have it on 100. The imagery of lanterns suspended from balloons is pretty neat. Thank you. I like it as well. Actually, I could show you if I have. I don't know if I have it on my PC, because this is like, this predates this PC. Way back, I had two. Did I have two, or did I only have one? And then I had one that was like made, but never got used. I think I had one that was made and never got used. Speed paints on the channel, where I was just, it was basically a Chimmaney talking video, you know, where I talk about something like, there are things that have happened. You're familiar with them. Do I have them on this PC? I don't think I do. Anyway, like there was a whole thing. That's a thing for another day. I don't want to delay too long. Let's just start sketching stuff and try figure out how to use it. Also, it said this drawing tablet, I needed to like install drivers for it. Like, so I have the drivers, but the last time I borrowed it, like, I needed to update the drivers. So, okay, I updated the drivers, and then I needed to restart my PC to apply it. So that, and I didn't, because I was like, well, the stream's starting soon. So, I don't have, like, there's a button on here that I think it, like, brings up a bunch of other options. And there's like an erase. If you flip the pen over, there's a side that erases. Right now it just draws, because like all the functionality is gone from this pen except for just default because of the drivers. So we're just gonna have to rely on default. That's fine. I think actually a good starting point is to like try to redo the lanterns to be better. I think that's good because obviously they're like a pretty core part of this, and also this design is not. I mean, the design is fine, but the it can be a lot better, especially now that I'm not drawing with a mouse 4 or 3 years ago. Let's start with like getting the shape. I kind of like the idea of having this little curve be more exaggerated, kind of not that much, but I kind of like that. Also, it's hard to get the pressure right. I don't want it to look like a crayon. See what I mean? I think that's too thick. What if I think I can just lower... If I lower the size of the pen tool... This is actually the pencil tool, because the pen tool scares me. I think that like lowers the range that the pressure will do. Okay, I'm having trouble right now. The reason the pen tool scares me, by the way, is the brush tool. The reason the brush tool scares me is because it normally has like a gradient edge like this, and then if you like want to paint bucket it, it like causes a bunch of problems, and you have like, oh, let me turn on anti-alias and make the tolerance higher. And it's like an issue. You have to like color on a different layer then. And I never learned how to do it, so I used the pencil. Fear the pen, it's mightier than the swords. Absolutely the truth. Okay, this is... Dude, how do people who draw do it? This is rough right now. Okay, here we go. This is just the sketch. What am I even trying to get the lines perfect for? That's not what the point of this is. This is the sketch. These aren't the final lines. Every, like, thing I know, pretty much. Not actually everything I know. But, like, everything... Almost everything useful I know. I'm actually gonna... I think... Hold on. I'm just trying to... because this is kind of off-center from this, but then also this line is... kind of off-center. Let me do a bit of correction here to try. Okay, we'll fix it in the sketch V2. You know what I'm saying? Almost everything I know. I think we'll leave the balloon for now. We'll do the balloon later. Okay, now. Oh, hang on, and let me do the fire chamber part as well. Almost everything I know, like, I taught myself. Not actually, because obviously, like, learning to read and stuff and all that, I learned learning to write. But pretty much everything you learn after turning, like, 6, I taught myself. And when I say that, I don't mean like I didn't have, like, a formal teaching, but I looked up YouTube tutorials and like got taught that way. I mean, I learned to draw by getting a pen and getting paper and like messing around, you know. I haven't watched like a YouTube drawing tutorial, and I haven't had like a formal drawing education. Which is not not the most effective way to learn things. I think it's useful to be able to do that. We're just going to try like a roughly circular kind of brick thing for this roof here. And I also kind of like it if it's less perfect, like less like that, you know? More like scaly, I suppose. It's useful to know how to just teach yourself stuff and how to just like... I'm just going to open Premiere Pro and mess around until things work. And then when I want a specific effect, I'm just going to mess around until I figure out something that works. It's useful to be able to do that. But if you ever have the option to be taught by someone who already knows, you should take it. I just don't have that option most of the time. But yeah, again, it's useful because I know I can do stuff now, but I definitely would learn faster and skip a lot of quicksand traps if it was someone else teaching me. It is I quite often am like, dude, I wish you know when you hear about people having like a mentor, and it's like, oh, dude, this mentor like really changed my life for the better. This mentor I had really like things were going rough for me, and this mentor really helped set things right. I'm always like, you asshole. I'm so jealous. I think these might be a bit too small. I think I want to make them bigger. I'm just going to start making it. Hey, we'll fix it in Sketch V2. For now, we can just start making it bigger and then know that these small ones get replaced with big ones. Because like, oh, how do you act? How do you like do accents? How do you write? Like, no one ever taught me anything. Even at school, you know, where you're supposed to learn writing. I just had to trial and error it. Until I became the best. Oh! Okay, we'll get back to that. I want to do Sketch V1 first. I don't want to get too lost talking. Mentors get scary because they can hold you accountable. Yeah, but I've had to hold myself accountable. That's even more scary, you know? Anytime I had like homework, I could have just not done it. I had to be like, I'm gonna do it. I made myself do it. And then there's like fire in here. At least if you have like a mentor holding you accountable, it's like... Actually, this isn't right, because the fire should be like here, shouldn't it? This would imply there are like 2 fires. Okay, that's the other thing. Let's like draw out the inside. I think in the original we didn't have that. But that should be here. So then would the wall be here, or would it be like behind this? I think it'd be behind that because it'd be smaller, wouldn't it? From this perspective. At least when if a mentor's holding you accountable, someone's checking to make sure you're doing the right thing. If you don't have that, I'm gonna erase some of this side. If you don't have that, and like you have the option to do and be anything, that's terrifying. You got to figure it all out on your own, and you have to choose to do the right thing all on your own. And no one will stop you if you don't. Luckily, I always do the right thing. I've never done anything incorrectly before. That's true. I was thinking about this. I was like, have I ever, like, made a mistake? No, I haven't. Okay, that's Sketch V1. And then let me sketch the balloon as well. I feel like I don't need this. Yeah, I don't need that. I can just draw, like, a balloon shape. Or can I? I mean, actually, hold on. Let's see about this. Okay, I want a thicker line. But that could be for Sketch V2, though. Hey, hold on, guys. Let's not get too crazy and wild here with Sketch V1. Okay, but let's actually still make Sketch V1 better. And while we're at it, we can make it thicker. Okay, alright. Let me like, roughly mark this out. I want it to be, like, wider at the top, because that's what balloons are. And then it, like, comes down, but more curve, yeah, like this. And then, what do I have on the bottom here? I have nothing, they just join. But don't balloons, they're normally, like, that, right? Like, that's a more accurate Sketch V1, I would say. And then I would still want this curve to be a little better, you know. Obviously, hey, we'll like work out the kinks in Sketch V2, make no mistake. Hey, not a bad Sketch V1. What do you think? Okay, I'm realizing this. If we go through with this and we like do the whole, the whole thing with like, oh, we're gonna do the balloons. I'm not sure by the time we've like finished sketching it and then like, oh well, I guess if we only have to sketch it, yeah, okay. I was just thinking like this might take too much time. We might not get to try other versions, but we will because like if we're just sketching it, we'll know whether or not we like it after we're done sketching it, and then we can take the time to make it all complete. Alright, not a bad sketch v1. I think I'm going to take these. Hold on, let me just folder these a bit. V1 folder. V2 folder. And then I'm gonna just make these bigger. I don't know about other people, I like when I'm doing stuff, I like to make it really big and then shrink it. Because that way, like, I don't have to worry about quality. I actually, I'll show you. Don't have to worry about quality, that sounds, you know what I mean. I don't have to worry about resolution. While we're talking about that, I'll actually show you something. You know this like Chimmaney logo? Here it is. You know this? This is, oh hold on, this is a, I brought in the 1080p version because I was like, this canvas is 1080p, but it's not, it's bigger than that. Yeah, so this is the, I mean, the stream is 1080p, and also there's bitrate and like compression, so you probably can't see this in as much detail, but whatever. This is it, because the old one was this, and this was just, I made it at like 720p, and it was like annoying anytime it had to fill a 1080p frame. So I think this one is like, this one is something crazy. Hold on, let me look at its properties real quick. This is 11,520 by 6,480. So I think that's like 4 or 5 times 1080p. Just in case, right? What if I want to make a video larger than 1080p? What if I want to zoom in on the A in a video? I don't know. Alright, these are sketch V1s. Time for sketch V2. And we're doing this one in blue. I also, I don't know how regular people do it, because again, everything I do, I've figured out myself. I don't know how people using drawing tablets normally do it. It's like, I have my keyboard pushed further back up my desk, and I just have like my left hand reaching around the tablet to like hit hotkeys and stuff. So like, oh, switch to pen, B. I just like know where B is, but I can't see it because the tablet's in the way. Let me increase this if we're going to be sketching on this scale. Is that good? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so now let's do this better. I like the curve. I think we can make it stronger. This side is good, but the other side didn't quite match. And now that's as well. This is like lower. See, that's a problem. See that? Look at that. This is the sort of stuff you figure out when you're doing Sketch V2. I'm never doing a drawing stream again. This is the only one you're ever getting. Yeah, no, this is the only one. For the rest of your life, you're never going to see it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, and then we need like the midpoint. I think like this is a good midpoint, right? Because we want like this point. Yeah, I'll do circles. This, and this to all be on the same line. I think that's a good midpoint. Let's keep that line there. Actually, you know, in Sketch V3 we can get rid of that line, but right now we got things to focus on. We got bigger fish to fry for Sketch V2. Sketch V3, we'll just have to see what's going on in my head at that point. Okay, I want that thinner. Nope. Yeah! I feel like this should be a sharper corner, though. Even though it's only Sketch V2. I feel like that's something you figure out before Sketch V3, you know? Okay. I think that's good. And see what I mean? Like, if music was playing right now, how tempted would I be to just be silent for 3 minutes while I focus on drawing? This stream is also a test to see, because it would be really useful if I can produce an entertaining stream / entertaining VOD while, like, occupied with a task like this. Because it would mean, you know, I mean, I would want to do it with stuff that isn't spoilers. So I don't know if I could do like Pokemon pixel art, or if that would be spoilers. But in theory, I could like kind of task overlap. This is I'm joining this to the previous endpoint. It needs to be to the new endpoint. Also, hold on. In Sketch V2, they don't quite line up, even though it's Sketch V2. All right, how's that? I think that's good now. Whatever, it's close enough. Hey, it's an imperfect lantern, right? This, you have to understand, in this picture, these are only lantern V4s, right? These are the old model of lanterns. They weren't perfectly machine crafted. Do we want a curve on this roof, or do we want it just straight line? You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of, you know, there's curves here. There's going to be probably like a curved thingy, you know, chimney. How did I forget that word? So does that mean like having a curved lantern roof is too much? Or is that then just like matching, right? Is that like your shirt and your pants match each other and they complement your like outfit? Or is that everything you're wearing is like bright red? Let me see this. No, that looks very dumb. So it shouldn't be, if curve is the right way, it's definitely not that extreme of a curve. Unless, hold on, what if I like... Okay, how do you do like curved line here coming towards me? Because wouldn't that just look like a straight line at this angle? Like if it was slightly rotated around this way, I could just do like a less extreme curve. I don't know. Let's go straight for now. Or like, well, let's try slighter curve. Also, hold on. Like here. Hold on. Okay. Like here. Wow, Sketch V1. What was I thinking back in the day? I actually think here, but higher, to be honest. And you know, back before computers, you know, back before hotkeys and like Control Z, artists that were like painting on just like a palette with paints and that, you know, painting, They just had to, also, I don't know, I feel like, don't you feel like this should maybe be a bit more to the side here? They had to, like, there was someone whose specific job it was to hit undo. You had, like, the one artist, you know, painting away with the brush, and they're holding, like, the palette of paints here, different colors, and they're painting away on the canvas. And then, like, this, they had a second person whose job was to hit undo back before Control Z. And they had their own paintbrush and palette. And the other person would say Control Z, and this person, like, paints back over what they just painted with new colors. Computers removed so many jobs that used to exist. We should go back. I want to be someone's personal Control Z, like, servant. Okay, this is off-center, but I think that's fine. And I think that curved line looks cool down the middle. Anything else we fix in version 3. Also, does that look better when it's like... I kind of like that. With these, like, wings on the roof. But how do we make that make sense? Because I feel like I wouldn't like it if I went like this, you know? And, like, connected it back in. Instead of an art portfolio and an eraser portfolio? Yeah, it's like, here's an example of my work, and it's just a bunch of blank pages. Took this part out of the Mona Lisa. Yeah, and they have, like, a couple sketches of, like, before and after. Because, obviously, there was no photography. So they had to be like, oh yeah, the Mona Lisa, she used to have glasses. But Picasso was like, I get rid of those. And I painted them over. And you have like a quick little sketch. You have like a book with like a quick little sketch. She had glasses on. And then this is without the glasses. Oh, impressive work. What if I go like that? Is that cool? That's okay. And then what? So then that would mean like here. Hold on. Let me figure this out. I know I might be like overachieving considering it's only Sketch V2, but I think I don't mind that. And then if I have a thinner line to just show that there's like an angle here. How the hell do you do like a super thin line? I guess I should just reduce the size up here, is the answer. But that's an annoying process. You have to reach over. Or, you know, instead of this, there could be some line on like the brick scales. Hold on, let me keep it there for now. If I like, could they all... How would this work, actually? If you have, like, kind of scale plating here, and then there's an angle, there's, like, a corner they have to turn. Because obviously they'd all terminate here. If it was like this, and it's, like, a 90-degree swap. But would they just, like, cut the thing in half so this one, like, stops here even though this one is way wider and this one was originally way wider? I don't think that looks right. Let me complete the thought. Let me see. But I don't think that looks right. If I go like this. Hold on. Maybe it's okay. Maybe that's okay, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. I don't. We'll keep it for now. We'll keep it for now. And let me get rid of that. Okay, well let's finish up these scales here. So then these ones just like stop. When this is colored, it'll be more obvious too, because they'll, you know, like right now when it's all one color, you would need the separating line in between, but we won't when it's colored, which is why I'm not putting it in right now. Sure. Dip, 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 dip. Hey, these should be at a different angle. I was thinking it earlier, but I was also like, there are too many steps to undo, and it'll be annoying to erase. I guess that's a thing for V3, but for V3, we should like keep the top and bottom of the scales on these kind of lines, you know, because like this doesn't line up, this doesn't line up. Anyway, that's a V3 problem, you know what I'm saying? And then these openings, I think that's more equal. And then at the top here, I'm going to hide the sketch. I don't think the sketch is helping for the top. I'm going to hide V1. You know, what was I thinking, dude? V1? You have to understand that wasn't me. That's not who I am. No, that's not right. Should this be like further to the side? Because right now it's just like straight down. Hold on. Maybe I was too harsh on V1. I guess it is kind of straight down. It's like straight down on this side and then angled on this side. And I think that looks right. Roughly. Yeah, okay. So... Okay, seriously? Like, how do they do it? Like, my hand... Hands are designed to get stuck on things. That's how holding things work. Ever heard of it? Right? If I hold a cup, I'm not supporting the bottom of the cup. It doesn't fall because of the friction of my hand. Your hand gets stuck on the screen of the drawing tablet, and then it doesn't want to slide, and it's like, it's stuck. Hands were designed to stick to things. Oh, I'm drawing on paper right now. My other hand is on top of the paper to, like, hold it in place while I come in here with a pen. You know? Your hand is designed to hold things in place when it touches them. Excuse me for, you know, having trouble doing these lines. Excuse me for having to, like, overcome a hurdle right here, right? Oh, this is perfectly fine. This is perfectly fine. Because right now, okay, look at this, right? My hand is stationary. Fingers angled upwards. Fingers angled downwards. And now the trouble comes. Because now I have to slide my hand down the tablet. How do they do it? Are you not supposed to rest your hand on the tablet? Are you supposed to, like, hover your hand? But the angle is weird for that. I don't know. It feels like your hand is supposed to touch the tablet. I need a mentor, man. Okay, this one is all messed up. And now I can't even see my buttons. Okay, got it. There is a consideration that I was avoiding where we could, like, draw this with symmetry on. Maybe we give it a try for V3 where we put this in the middle and draw it with symmetry on. Maybe that looks good if we try that, but I don't know. I feel like it might look a bit better to not be identical on both sides. Though I suppose we could draw it. We could, while we're just sketching as well, we could do the sketch identical mirrored on both sides. And then, like, come in after. Is that too steep? It might be. I think a little less. Oh, I know what's missing as well. When I was saying, like this wall on the other side, but it's hidden by that. It's, this needs to be here. So this is like the bottom of it, but then there's like that kind of, which, while we're only doing one color, looks weird. But this is like the wall, like it. Why is that? Oh. Like that. If this is like this. Okay, hold on. Let me give you a better example. If this is the floor, then it's like this. You see what I mean? Like that. Is that V2? Is that a good V2? It's not a bad V2. Balloon is getting abandoned for a sec. While I skip over to V3. We'll come back to the balloon. Let me do the symmetry thing. Vertical. And then if I like position this, yeah, look at that. Look how the top, can you see it on? Yeah, you can see it. Like the bottom and the top aren't lined up, but I think that's actually, I don't know, is that kind of good? We'll figure it out in V3. That's what we're here for God's sakes. What's with this theory crafting when we could just figure it out right now? Did you see that pause? That was me reaching the limit of my raise and lower fingers again and having to, like, move my hand. Okay, should I just be sliding my hand the whole time? Like, should my fingers be stationary? And, like, I only move the pen by moving my hand, not by moving my fingers? Because it would stop me from getting stuck. But also, like, my entire body is programmed to do it that way, See what I mean? I think it's not as good. We'll try. Let me see. What if I trace this other side? Is that better? Let's try and make that a bit taller. I don't know. We'll carry it on for now, but this might be like the abandoned V2.5. A mere stepping stone on the road to V3. Also, as I mentioned, don't super know, like, what I'm doing. Everything I have ever learned, I've figured out by just myself trying things and thinking about things. That means I haven't got, like, any special brushes, We're in Photoshop, not Clip Studio Paint. I know you can have brushes in Photoshop. I haven't, like, researched, best brushes, YouTube tutorial, what are good Photoshop brushes. So we just have, like, the default, it's, like, round. We have the pressure sensitivity because I'm with the drawing tablet, but we do not have, like, special brushes. And I think if I had access to special brushes, I would be like, these are magic. These are, like, insane. I feel like it would, like, I think I would notice the difference, Okay, does this look dumb when these are mirrored as well? Or does this look cool? Well, let's figure it out. We won't know until that purple line disappears. What the hell is the blue line? It's a blue line, Chimmaney. Are you feeling okay? Should I have that connecting line? Or should I not? It's hard to know. Okay, I'm not gonna for now, because then it's an easy solve of just like going straight down if I want to try it after. Whereas like erasing a connection between each of them would be much more difficult. Okay, symmetry off. And then let me... Okay, it looks better with it, but does it look better than this? Oh, we're missing... How do they do it? I would be the Control Z guy. We've talked about this. If I was back in, like, the Renaissance, I would be Da Vinci's Control C guy. I feel like this isn't quite right here. Like, I feel like it should be more... Obviously, this is a lot rougher, this one. Is a lot like, you know, the lines aren't as smooth. But that was because that was before I figured out I just have to, like, keep my hand floaty and moving. I'm just trying to figure out which actual, like, shape I prefer. I think this is better. I think the roof is better, and I think the insides are better. But I think the shape, like the body shape of this right here is better on this one. But the windows and roof are better on this one. Let's see if we can combine them in V4. We'll go like this. Whoops. My window sound, not yours. Okay, so first we'll just copy this body. And now it was made with symmetry, but we'll trace it without symmetry. And that way it'll hopefully look less, you know, machined. I want it to be a thinner line than that. Nope. Come on. See, I would be the... Look how good I am at it, right? I'm so good at Control Z. Find someone better. I can't even see it. The tablet's in the way. And I'm still hitting it every time without fail. Like, talk about a master. How does he do it? How is he consistently this good at it? Every time. Wow, he's on it right now. He's in the zone. That's kind of cool. Oh, while I was messing around trying to figure out the pressure, I actually... sorry, I'll just quickly show you this. I found something cool. Which is that if you... I don't know, I just thought this looked cool. If you do a bunch of, like, scribbles, random, you know, like this. First of all, I think that just looks cool. Especially with, like, the effect I have on this. But you ready for something? Isn't that awesome? I really like how that looks. I'll do it again. I just think that's nice. Sorry for the flashbang as well. I realize that's like not optimal. I should have done it a different color maybe, but live and learn. Okay, now let's copy this roof. See, I think what I like about it is it's kind of... This isn't like a curve here. It's like straight across and then kind of curved. But I think it could look good if we make this straighter as well. I think that actually helps, is that like the curve is less perfectly circular. We'll emulate the same thing over here. I think this angle should be less steep to match better. This is the one that wasn't like perfectly honed and machined, remember, with symmetry on. So we can't trust it. And I kind of like that as well. Look, it goes like down at the end. It's kind of like slight upwards curve into a downwards curve. Okay, those are very wobbly lines, aren't they? Those are those are really quite wobbly. Are they Control Z wobbly, or are they Fixed in V5 wobbly? They might be Fixed in V5 wobbly. Okay, so originally I thought these interior chambers looked better, but I'm actually thinking now these ones are. So it might have just been the roof of this one that I preferred, making the chambers look better. And actually these symmetrical ones are better. Again, I do this with my fingers, and then my hand needs to move. I have to like beat that out of me, you know? Anyone got a brick? I think does anyone else think it's kind of interesting how many... Also, hold on. These are symmetrical, but I kind of feel like this should go further out before going down, which then implies this one should too. But it looks fine here, and it looks weird here. Oh, it's because this... Look, like this gap is bigger than this gap. Because the roof is not symmetrical. What do we do about that? Do we go like that and then erase? Or... I guess that's good, but that's curve. I want it to be like straight. That's like the appeal. Hold on. Straight. And then like erase. Okay, we might just leave it for now. We might have to figure that out in V5, you know what I'm saying? Like, humans are very different from trees. I think we would all agree. But we wouldn't all agree. Because, like, movie serial killers. Oh no, he's going to kill me with an axe. Oh no, he's going to kill me with a chainsaw. Why do they never use, like, a gun? You know? Oh my god, it's the movie serial killer. He has, like, an M16. He could take down a whole group of us. They never use grenades, either. It's never like, oh my god, it's the dude. He's in, like, a scream mask, and he's coming at me. And he's, like, throwing fragmentation grenades. Why is he never lobbing frags? It's always like an axe or a chainsaw. Or like, oh, this is like really creepy. He's got like a pickaxe. It's gonna like hurt. It's gonna be ineffective at killing me. Right? That's what it is. It's like, oh, it'll be poorly designed for killing people. So it'll be slower and more painful. But it's like, okay, sure. Why not use something that's designed to be more effective at killing people, though? You'd get your job done a lot quicker. Like if Freddy Voorhees, what's his name? If Jason Voorhees, I think I was mixing Freddy Krueger. If Jason Voorhees, if Freddy Voorhees, like, set a car bomb in the camp counselor's, like, truck or whatever they use, like a pickup van, what do they use? He'd be done with it, right? He wouldn't even need to, like, key, ma, show up. He could just set the car bomb while they're, like, asleep in bed, and then go back to his, like, wet cave, and just, like, wait to hear it. Wait to hear it go off the next day. And go back to sleep. But instead, Freddy Voorhees is like, I'm going to use a pickaxe. I'm going to use an axe. I'm going to use... I don't know if he uses a chainsaw, but he thinks about it. Maybe. And I'm going to wear a hockey mask. Like an ice hockey... I'm going to put like a thin thing of plastic on my face. Why? Why does he wear it? Be honest with me. Why does Freddy Voorhees wear like the thin plastic hockey mask? Is it for protection, or is it to conceal his identity? Or did, like, someone else put it on him and he just doesn't care enough to take it off? Because if it's to protect his identity, I gotta say, Freddy Voorhees, I think you're making a mistake there. I don't think anyone's gonna recognize you. Not only have you disappeared for... I think Freddy Voorhees... I know his name's Jason... Or whatever. He's Jason Voorhees. Like, he's been... Like, he died when he was, like, 3 or something. And now he's, like, a fully grown man. Like, no one's gonna recognize you even if they knew you. And also, like, no one knew you. They seem to have no problem doing it with assassins as opposed to serial killers. So the answer's probably the difference between them. No, the difference is that assassins are polite, professional, and they have a plan to kill everyone they meet. I honestly think, like, horror movie serial killers are just very stupid. And just circling back to the, I'm like on this mask thing now. Freddy Voorhees, like, it can't be for protection as well, because he doesn't. If he gets, don't they like shoot him with a gun in the chest and he like gets up later? Is it the case that like, oh well, they shot me in the chest and I was fine. If they shot me in the face, it would have killed me. Luckily, I have this thin plastic hockey mask, so if they did shoot me in the face, I would actually survive because of this. And in the first movie, he has like a sack on his head. He has like a burlap sack on his head. I actually think this one is better than this one. Yeah, V5, I think we abandoned V5. How big even are these? They're pretty small. Okay, let me just do a quick test. If I just make a copy of this. And let me do like that. And then we're gonna quickly like color this and see how it looks. if I put it down to the size. I know this is the one I was just saying, like, isn't as good as the others, but live with it. Is there like a quick way to do this? I was thinking I could go on a second layer underneath, but then I'm worried that there's going to be like overlap. Does that matter? Probably not. Also, this is just like a test. This isn't even the final. I mean, maybe if it looks wicked sick, it'll be the final version, but that would surprise me. Okay, I think maybe a bit darker. Oh, great. Let me just delete these so that it's all on the underlayer. I think, like, yeah, maybe a bit. What if I have, like, different colored ones? How's that? If they're, like, not all the exact same color. I think that could look cool. And then I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. Is Jason Kruger clever about what he does? How does he kill people? I know he like goes in their dreams and makes them like like they scream and then they die in real life. I mean, I'm sure the screaming is optional, but I bet they all do it. But how does he do it? Because even him, right, he has supernatural powers. I can go in your dreams and kill you, and then you die in real life. Like, that's a big deal. And, like, people survive. People escape Jason Kruger. He's an idiot, you know? The man's an idiot. If I could go in people's dreams and kill them and they die in real life, no one's getting out. Especially, I think he, like, controls the nature of the dream as well, doesn't he? Like, it's not just whatever they're dreaming about, he has to find a way. It's like, oh, great, they're dreaming that there's Spider-Man in a zombie apocalypse. And, like, how am I going to kill Spider-Man? He's got spider sense. It's not going to work. I think he, like, makes them dream. So he's going to make them dream, like, oh, I dream... I'm going to make you dream that you are fighting in the American Revolution. And you got, like, a really bad general who's just telling you to, like, charge, and then you die. And that's how he gets them. But he doesn't do it that cleverly. Instead, he's like, I'm going to control the nature of your dream so that you are, like... so that you have to fight me one-on-one in a fair match. Control the nature of the dream so that, like, they're next to a bomb that explodes. Control the nature of the dream so that Freddie Voorhees has set a car bomb to explode right next to them the second they fall asleep. Think he enjoys tormenting them, which gives them room to survive? Yeah. Well, I think you can torment... Okay, how about that? If you're going to torment them, you can torment them without giving them a chance. Right? I'm going to torment you by making you dream about this thing where I'm, you know, taking my time with it, being a sicko or whatever. I'm, you know, Jason Kruger. And then, but, like, also you have, like, you're just a head, right? You're like a head in a jar. And now I'm going to torment you and take my time with it. But also, like, you can't, the worst you can do is bite me. And I think he has, like, knives on his hands. So even if you bite one of his fingers, it's not going to be nice for you. So you wouldn't even want to do that. If you were a head in a jar, you'd be completely powerless against Jason Kruger. against Tim Kruger. Okay, that'll do for now because this is just like a practice draft. I kind of like that. I think that's nice. And then in the... Yeah, there's like a kind of shine effect. I want to do that as well. So if we just take this and then get like a brighter... The thing is, I don't know how it... Being just ahead would totally kill you. Well, not if you're in a jar, because they put you in a jar with like special... like juices in it, right? It's like the stay alive gelatin. Do we just... So one like thing I do quite often, if I'm like doing a shine on sunglasses, is it's like, you know, diagonal lines are just like an easy way to do it. If you do something like this, like that. I don't know if it is obvious and like comes through with the bit rate and stuff. I don't know if those are two similar colors. I might actually make it lighter anyway, because I think it might look better. I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to like go along the rims and kind of make it shiny that way, you know what I mean? I think in the original it was like that. We'll just give this a try for now. I think this... We could actually combine them as well. We could, like... I think the rims are good, though. I think also we should have, like, a shadow up here. Shadow on metal might be interesting. I kind of like mixing a bit of green with metals. Not that much. Not that much either. Hold on. And also, we should go darker. Yeah, like that. I think having hints of green works quite well. Let me get rid of the thing just to see. I think thicker shadow than that. Also, here's a question for any artists, either like in chat or in comment section 10 years after this stream happened. I still want to know the answer. So, like, your input will be appreciated, people in 2034. How the hell do you navigate a situation like this? Where, like, the shine of a rim hits the shadow of... Like, do you just do, like, a... kind of take the shine, make it darker, and then, like, continue it as, like, oh, but it's, like, a less dark shine. I mean, less bright shine. It's a darker shine. Or do you just get rid of it? Or do you try to, like, fizzle out the shine beforehand? I think for now I'll do it this way, but I don't know if I'll be happy about it. Think darker. That's not bad. That's okay. I mean, obviously, like, the lines are wobbly and wonky, but I think as, like, a proof of in the right direction, this isn't bad. And then we would want the, hold on, let me just put this in a subfolder so it's all together. And then we would want the glow. I think we would want to separate the layers a bit so that, like, these parts were behind the glow and these parts were in front of the glow. We can probably just do that now. If I go like, oh, that's going to be annoying, right? Because it'll join up. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. If I lasso tool, No, that'll be imprecise. Well, I guess this is just the demo, so it doesn't matter if it's imprecise, but even still, I think it's better to do it this way. So I'm just selecting the area that I'm going to cut out of the front part and put into a new layer that's a behind part. Cool. Duplicate layer, and then delete, and then select inverse, and then delete. And then the glow goes here in between them. The only way I know how to do that is just like gradient tool and kind of like that. That's actually kind of cool. I quite like that. Hold on. I think we are like onto something here. What did I do anything? So here I had it fully colored in as like fire colors. And then it looks like I had the gradient over the whole thing. Like I had the gradient kind of up here sort of thing. I think this is better. But should the inside be colored at all, or should it stay like this? I think stay like this and maybe reduce the opacity a bit. And then maybe, so I think reduce the opacity a bit, and then behind the whole thing have a brighter glow that's also behind this bottom layer we just made. So it's like that. So, oh, whoops. So reduced opacity on this one, and then like full opacity on this one. That kind of works. Okay, I think that's a good point to leave this for now, and then we'll come back to make the lines less wobbly and to, you know, make, I think I would want more color variation, like I'd want more of these to be a different color. Is there anything we did shine, we did, that's actually a bigger improvement than I thought. When I was making it, I didn't realize that, like, if you look at this and then look at this, that is actually much better. Well, I'm quite pleased. I felt like I was just retreading the same steps, but that is notably better. Okay, so now let's try, wrong thing. Let's try make a good looking balloon. Which is actually going to be more difficult than it sounds. Because I gotta have continuous hand motion along the monitor. Okay, that was a really good one. Really good continuous hand motion. Until, like, the button linking my shirt cuffs got caught on the bottom of the, like, tablet screen. And, like, threw me off course. This should be symmetrical. This is an example. It should be symmetrical. And also, okay, I'm gonna take this and, like, angle it so that it works, so that symmetry works on it. And then I'm gonna make the symmetry work on it. How is it this? How do you move it? Okay, I'm just gonna, no. This. And this. And like this. I don't know. That'll do, and then like, okay, I'm just gonna, there. Now let me angle this the right way. There we go. Alright. That's how I was taught by my self-sensei to do it. This is the only drawing stream you're ever getting, by the way, so make sure you pay attention. Do we want to have this line here? Or do we not? What if it was like a different color kind of, and thinner as well, thinner line. Oh, but it's going to be shrunk down, so I don't want to make it too thin. Kind of like this, and like wrapping around. And then like at the bottom, like the string that connected to the thing. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. I can already tell. If you imagine this down here, going further and connecting to the lantern, that's better. Yeah. Cool. And then let's just like complete this. Oh, I should have done this earlier because this. We'll fix it in Sketch V3. Go on, you know how it works. Also, I should turn off symmetry now because this part shouldn't be symmetrical. This is like the weird end of a balloon thing. This should maybe be thinner. V2. Looking strong. Look at that's a strong V2. That's a sturdy V2. Okay. Pleasing. I think all we need to do is like remove this wobbliness and we've like got it. Okay. I think this does we're not going to need to go any higher than a V3. I want the symmetry back there. Okay. Get ready to slide my hand. I don't want to, like, I don't want to get a button caught. I don't want to get a hand caught. What? What did I do? I missed Control Z. I would have been fired. DaVinci would have fired me. DaVinci be like, remove the glasses, and I remove like the nose. See, the thing is, when you're the Control Z guy, you only get one mistake. Because there's no one to clean up your mistake if you make it. There's no one else to help you. When you're the Control Z guy, you don't get to make mistakes. Button got caught again. Honestly, it might be wiser to just duplicate this and then like smooth it out kind of manually rather than trying to repeat the whole thing but better. Might be better to just like come back in with this. Oh, I should have had symmetry on. Hold on, I'll just all right. Check this. And honestly, you know, this doesn't need to be like the new channel banner forever. I just want it to be better than this. So even if it ends up being, you know, yeah, you know, I could probably do better if I spent like 3 days on it. I'm fine with that. So long as it is better, that's all that I wanted. That was all that was on my wish list at the start of the year. Okay, that's looking good. And then let me connect this up all the way. And then symmetry off. And let me on a different layer do these the rest of the way. Okay. I think I like that. I think I like that. Cool. Okay, now we can already move on to the test. Let me put these in a nest. And what should it be like? Let's test with like a red balloon. Should it be like, oh, whoops. Should it be like black outline red balloon, or should it be like red balloon dark red outline? Let's have black for now, because it'll be easy to correct later if I change my mind about that. And then let's merge these layers. The string, I'm just gonna do like a kind of like burlap looking string, kind of yellowish orangish, you know what I mean? I think that's good. What was it originally? Oh, it's, yeah, similar. Sure, that'll do. Different layer for coloring. I've learned my lesson. Again, let's say red, and quite a bright red, because I think that's part of the appeal of it, is it's nice bright colors. Otherwise, we could just do like paper balloon and like the, you know, it's like a hot air balloon, right? Where like the heat of the lantern heating up the air into these being like attached to colorful helium balloons. The point is that they're like colorful. We'll figure out the exact color, but for now, all that matters is colorful. I think less bright than that. No, more than that. I don't know. Maybe this is right. That is a pretty extreme. I know it's not on screen, the color picking window. It is a very slight change to suddenly become like pale as hell. Well, actually, hold on. Looking at my main monitor, that does not look pale at all. It just looks really pale on the drawing tablet. On the actual monitor, which one do I trust? I think we're going to trust the actual monitor. Okay, this is actually really weird. my Streamlabs monitor, that looks way too bright. My main monitor, it looks like normal and perfect. And my drawing tablet, it looks really pale and bad. I'm just going to assume, I'm going to Goldilocks this. I'm going to assume, look, one is too bright, one is too pale, one is just right. I'm going to assume that's just right. And if it was too bright or too pale, two of them would be too bright or too pale. I'm going to assume this is good. Now, here comes the interesting question. Balloon shine. How does it work? I think is it kind of like square-ish, like this? Whoops. Is it like that? Because that's one option. Okay, there we go. Because that's one option. And then something should be going on here as well. Hold on. Before we do that, let me just... I feel like this should be like kind of like that. And then... oops. Should be like darker over here. Not that much. I think having this line be darker is cool. And I think this part here should be filled in. But the whole thing shouldn't be. I think that's good. I mean, this is, you know, when we shrink this down, it probably won't even be noticeable, but whatever. I'll know about it. Now this shine. Is this the right way to do shine? Because we have options. How did I do it back then? I did it like 3 or 5 different ways. Yeah, so another option would be if we kind of go like this. And then fill this in. I know I went over the edge a bit here. Don't worry, I'll deal with it. That does not look as good as this. Confirming. Confirming not as good. Another option would be like this. And could we combine those options? I mean, we could. But does it look... Oh, I think combining them is the way. I think it looks better with both of them than with either of them. But I also think that being the case, this should be not the same color. It should be a little brighter. This the blocky shine. Do you think? What if I go pure white with this? No, too much. This is how I make thumbnails, by the way. I just like mess around until something looks cool. Okay, I think that's not a bad starting point. Let me try as well. What if I... How does it look if I put some of the shadow like up here? I think that might be too much in the thick section, but we'll see. Yeah. No, let's do a little. I think it could be good to have kind of a little shadow along the edge, though. I think it could make a difference. Oh, artists do the thing where they like flip the canvas, right? We should do that as well. Oh, and when I say artists, I mean musicians, by the way. Musicians flip the canvas because it's like they're losing the chess game. And they were playing the chess game on a painting because they're really rich. They're musicians. They buy expensive paintings to play chess on. And throw tantrums when they lose. Is that good? I think so. Maybe it needs to be a bit thicker even. Also, hold on, that's kind of cool. Having like, if I go like this, see that? That kind of looks nice, doesn't it? More than like a smooth line, having those like little pointing out bits. I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Should I do the same on this side, or is that weird? Because logically there should be, you know, if this is like, well, it's because it's round, so there's shade around this side because that's how it works, then it should be on this side. But the fact there's also shine on this side, maybe not, you know? Maybe it doesn't go as high if it is here. What if I go all the way? Does that look weird? Not really. I expected it to. Okay, that's not terrible. Especially as, like, not a balloon specialist, you know? I'm not a balloon specialist. And that's kind of not bad. So let's see if we take both of these things, these tests that we've just made. Let me merge. And then copy these and merge. And if we shrink them down, and take this and go like this. Obviously this is, you know, test layers, so this isn't like gonna be what we're now, oh, it's perfect, let's put it in, but how does this look? Not bad, and certainly better than what, like, we had over here. I think the glow needs a bit more, like, I don't know, more yellow, but also more, like, range, you know? And it would be cool if this obviously connected somehow. Well, maybe, hold on, maybe that's just a matter of positioning. Maybe if I just, like, move it to be more... Yeah, I think that's definitely the right way. I mean, that's honestly not bad. And again, we were supposed to only do a sketch to begin with, not, like, remake the whole thing. So let's actually start going through and making the sketch, right? So this is the old one. Right now we'll just only use red balloons. When we make the real thing, we'll recolor, but let's position them similarly. Let me just make a folder for these sketch lanterns. Put this one, like, over here, kind of blowing in the wind. All red for now. Ignore. Do not adjust your life to fit this new reality. And then we can do the sketch of, like, the moon and the chimney. Yeah, I think they each do need, like, the yellow circle around them, but also that can be added in when we get to this stage of the real design, you know? I don't think that needs to be inbuilt into the color of each of them. I think that can be added, like, as part of the background they inhabit. Nice. Cool. So now, let's sketch the chimney. See what's going on now. How do I want to... I think I want to zoom in. Okay, can you... Hold on, can you... Sorry, it's just... The thing you look at is zoomed in as well. I should be aware of that. That just, like, what I see... You know, if something's filling up my screen, then it's a bit cut off on your screen. Okay, so I kind of like the, like, internal curve of the chimney here that I did, but I think the bricks need to change. Like, they need to be better. But I think I like the kind of whimsical, weird, like that, you know? Thicker brush. Is this too thick? That's good. And if music was playing right now, I could just be silent and like keep control Zing things. Wouldn't that be fun to watch? Yeah, this is just V1. Keep in mind, right? V2 will fix any hiccups we come into. Right now, we're just trying to get something on the board here. More curve than that. Less at the bottom. Should this just be straight down? Should it be like that? Or... Okay, I know it's only V1, but I think we should still strive for less wobbly lines. I don't know how, though. I got pretty steady hands in, like, day-to-day life. I think it's just something about this. Like, I don't know if this pen... I don't know what it is. But at least I'm getting my Control Z reps in. You know, I don't want to lose my edge. I'm the best Control Z guy in the industry. But if you don't use it, you lose it. I've got to keep getting my practice in. Perfect. Okay, I did that as a joke, but actually, does that look kind of cool? It might. If I did like all of them like that. Hold on. Let me... What if they were all kind of weird, wobbly? That could be interesting. Once I get, like, the bricks in. Should the bricks be weird and wobbly? Probably. Yeah, so this would be like a cobblestone rather than brick. This is like in Belfast or something. This is a Belfast chimney. I said chimney instead of chimney, whatever. Okay, how's that looking? It's an interesting idea. I might come back to it, but for now I think I want to stick to this. Gotta get my reps in. Okay, so... Oh, hold on, let me do the inside as well. That'll do. Okay, so now let me hide this so I'm not, like, influenced by previous bricks. Sins of bricks past. How do I want to do this? Because I think I was kind of onto something like here, where you can actually see, like, the brick. You know what I mean? But I wasn't as consistent about that as I would like. Okay, well, logically, right, if this corner is a brick, then, like, it would terminate here at the corner, right? Or here, but let's say here. So then that is there, and it goes some distance this way. we'll say that distance, comes down at a different angle, and then goes across. Which then, I mean, here, to do a normal brick, you would think this way. Is the wall implying it should go that way? Obviously not that far that way, but is the wall kind of implying like that? Like, does this look weird? I think that doesn't look weird, actually. I thought it would. Now this part looks weird. Okay. Is that good? Tell me it's good! Yes, Chimmaney, it's good. Oh. Thank you. I was worried. And then this line would just continue, wouldn't it? But it would it continue with like the same curve? I think it would, right? This would be another one. Like that. And then this goes this way. And stops here. Okay, I think we're onto something now. Well, continuing this, it should, like, go over here and like here, right? Assuming these bricks are all cut the same size. Certainly, and here. And go around the corner. But then I feel like this should then be further this way. Yeah. And what did I just say? Which way does this end? So, this way, so it ends this way. And then it's like one full brick. Here it's two full bricks. Is that a problem? It's like a bit of one and then a full brick and then one, but here it's two. I think that's fine. Whatever. They didn't use consistent bricks. And then this ends this way. Get rid of that. Like that? Maybe? I can't tell if the eraser is also pressure sensitive or if it's... Oh, it's not, but I can turn it on. I see there's an option up here. Okay. Now it is. Alright, and then there's like a... This should be more in line with the line. And then there's like a... Right there. Wrong angle. Okay. That's, you know, that's a starting point. And then if I continue this line along. And like that. This line might still not be the right angle. Is that better? I think so. And then this goes down. And then this is just like a weird brick right here. I don't know. Should I like step in? Should I intervene on this brick? I kind of think I should intervene. Someone's got to do something. They needed a hero. I mean, it's not great, but it's, you know, it's bricks. You can't look at it and tell me that's not bricks, right? And then normally bricks are like down the middle of the previous bricks. So then we can hopefully just follow this all the way down. But I don't know. I mean, points of concern here and here, right? Is there anything I can do to fix it, or is that just like the nature of having a weird curvy chimney, which I do want to have? Then it's going to have like those weird bricks at the corners. What if I had this curved down as well, like it does at the top? Does that help? That might help. Okay, just do a full one and I'll erase it into the right shape. Again, I'm the Control-Z guy, right? I'm more about removal than addition. If you give me a beautiful painting, I can take something away and make it still a beautiful painting. That's a promise. Okay, is that good? Am I happy with that? I think this should be a little angled as well, to match what is above it. As above, so below. Okay, I think that is better. I mean, for a V1, I mean, we're doing pretty goddamn crazy well for a V1, aren't we? Right, and then let's try... this is going to be an annoying process to copy it all the way down. Do I bother for the V1, or do I just save that for the V... whatever, final V? I'm just gonna do like a quick outline version. So that I know like what thickness to make the bricks when I do the final V, but so that I don't have to fret too much about getting it all correct in a V1. You know, that's a V2 problem. I think this should be thicker, but I don't know if it should be that thick at the end. Is that good? I'm just the Control-Z guy. I don't know why they brought me in for this, man. If I was in the room when they made that decision, I would have suggested they undo that decision. Okay, wait, hold on as well. This, like, if we're using realistic bricks, this is the end of this brick. This isn't like a new brick, it's the same brick, and it's just the other side of that brick. Also, smiley face. So that, I think that like changes things. The angle should be like this, right? If I had special brushes, this would be finished already and it'd be looking godly. What is looking godly good? I thought, like, if you look at God, don't you die? Isn't that what, like, the urban legend says? Obviously, it depends, like, who you're asking. But I think most religions, if you look at God, it's, like, bad for you. Okay, I'm definitely improving that brick. But I'm still not sure it's good. For a V1, though? I mean, that's not bad for a V1. See, this is what I mean, though, and then we have to continue this all the way down. I don't know. That might be like a come back after the stream is done and do this, like, on your own time. And just, like, be bored doing it. That might be like get a good V1 sketch and then actually make the real banner later. Because that... I don't know, dude. Are these bricks too thin? Because I could just make them thicker and then I have to draw less of them. It looks like that's what I did last time. But I feel like they are the right thickness to be this size on, like, the top layer. And I don't think I want them to be a different size on the top layer. Okay, that's a fine V1. That's a fine enough V1 for the chimney. The moon and the shirt come next. The moon... Okay, I'll draw the moon, like, here, and then I'll move it up. You know what I mean? Because if I draw it up here, and then... Oh, actually, I want to move it down a bit. It's, like... I have to, like, add to the top. Let's just draw a moon. Not bad for a Control-Z guy. That's not a bad circle for a Control-Z guy. I'm gonna make this bigger so that I can... Also, that's not even going to be visible. There's no way I have the whole moon in frame. I think that should be a thicker line, though. So I will actually have to redo the whole circle. Let's see how the Control-Z guy does take 2. Not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad circle. For freehand? For a freehand circle, that's not bad. I want it to be thicker. I want it to be like twice as thick. Okay, you gotta go fast. You don't want to, like, slowly go around. Okay. I'm just gonna do it. There, that's much easier than, like, trying to trace an existing smaller circle. For what this is gonna be, I think we can actually just skip right to trying to color it well. Let's, what is this? Oh, that's like the wobbly chimney thing. I'll put that down here. Is that... It still could be interesting. I want to keep that in mind. Let me make the moon its own special place to be developed. With a background we can easily see it on. Sure, that'll do. So, good starting point for a moon. But how do we, whoops, how do we do the craters? I might just have to resort to like the same technique I did last time, where I just did like this, and then colored them in differently. I don't think it looks bad. Obviously, someone else could do much better at drawing a moon, but okay, I don't think that's good. I think I don't know. Certainly for a V1 moon. Like, we'll give it a go for a V1. No shame in that. I don't want to overpopulate it. But I also don't want to underpopulate it. Oh, the dilemma. Let's get a slight blue tint in this lighter thing, I think. Not that much. Then again, I should look at my main monitor for this, not the tablet, because apparently the tablet is not to be trusted when it comes to color. Is that good? I think that's actually good. I think those are good colors. The thing is, it's obviously like... I think that could even be the final moon. Unless I can think of a way to make it more detailed as like the line work, right? Unless I can think of a way to make the line work more good. In a way that I like feel like I can achieve. Let's for now take that and let's add it to this kind of sketch stuff. Shrink it down, put it in place. Maybe a bit bigger. Maybe not. Let's put that there. Okay, so now that's where we're at. That's okay. Again, you know, all the balloons, we'd have different colored balloons. Obviously, we'd have like the smoke and fog, the smog even. And then we have the chimney, however we have it. Whether it's the wobbly design or the not wobbly design, the kind of curved design. I think the colored balloons will actually make a huge difference. I think like right now if we had like purple, yellow, blue, green, orange all around, this would actually look like 10 times as good. And then the shirt. I think the shirt is actually kind of good. I think the one thing is this part right here. Right here. Is not so good. That was me trying to be like, oh, well, wouldn't some of it like flutter? And you see, like down here, you see? I think if you hide this, the shirt's pretty good. And we might just follow the lines exactly to make it, you know? The sleeves could actually be a bit better. And maybe the back of the collar a bit more like rounded, you know? But like the actual body of the... I think the body is good. Okay. I'm going to go over here for a second. And we're just going to take like 2 minutes looking at something else. So that we can come back and look at it. And it like is good, you know, or like, sorry, not is good, like come back and look at it and kind of fresh eyes, haven't just been looking at it for ages. And something we can do while we're doing this, I was going to do this in the intro, but then the intro was really long to this stream. I want to show you something. I think this is really funny. Well, I think it's interesting. So, yeah, and I'd like to get opinions on it. obviously I'm used to me, right? I'm very used to myself. I've spent my whole life with the guy. I kind of feel like I have like 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 variations of voice that are notably different. Like, noticeably, these are different. That are all my normal voice. And you hear them, and it's like, that is... Like, that's different. But to me, but it's also me. Like, that's Chimmaney's normal voice, but it's different. And I felt this way for ages. And something I realized recently, very few things highlight this better than if you just compare the 3 intros to my 3 Halloween videos so far. I'm not gonna talk when they're going because I think it would get confusing with both of me talking at once. But I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3, and then 1 again, so that you can compare 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 1. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1. And just listen to this. All 3 of them sound different. All 3 of my Halloween videos intros. Yeah, look. Hey, what's up, guys? Evil Chimmaney here. Do you know what day it is today? That's right. It's the 10th anniversary of 2012 Halloween. We've been celebrating... Hey guys, deathly scared Chimmaney here. I got another spooky story to chill your bones with. I just heard about this one, and I'm still shaking over it. You know ghosts? Yeah, well... Hey guys, shivering Chimmaney here. There's a chill in the air. You don't come into the office very often these days, so I can only assume you're here because of what today is. Hey, what's up guys? Evil Chimmaney here. Do you know what day it is today? That's right, it's the 10th anniversary of 2012 Halloween. Hey guys, deathly scared Chimmaney here. I got another spooky story to chill your bones with. Threw in a 2 again. I know I said I'd be 1, 2, 3, 1. It was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sorry, didn't mean to take you by surprise. You see what I mean though? Like, do you hear it? I don't know. I don't know how other people hear me, right? I don't know. I've spent my whole life with the guy. I know. I'm used to how he sounds. I hear it and I'm like, that's my voice. It's the same as like if I see a picture of myself as a 6-year-old, I recognize it's me because I know that's what I looked like when I was 6. But I feel like if I was seeing me as a 6-year-old and me today for the first time, I'd be like, those two people don't even look alike. Because there's big changes. You know, more than just ordinary from growing up. You hear a difference between 1 and 2 and 3, but 2 and 3 aren't that different from your point of view? Always been bad at distinguishing people, though. I'll give you some more examples. While we're here, taking an eye break from the banner, I'll just open some Chimmaney talking videos where I talk as me, and listen. Knock knock, who's there? It is a demon. There is a demon at my door right now waiting for me to open it. Could be a mischievous figure.
Like what's with Scooby-Doo? Look, it's like a message.
Okay. Same way that Shaggy does. But, like, I still did watch Scooby-Doo. It's a pretty common attitude, honestly. I'm sure you've heard people complain. Can you guys do me a favor, okay, and stop calling everything art? It started with, what's up, candle makers? This is Inquisitive Chimmaney. Leeches are a bizarre animal. A long time ago, before any of you could possibly remember, what makes a good superhero love interest? You see what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I have like a bunch of different voices. Yeah, what about this? Oh, even better example. So, Alien Invasion this year. It was originally going to be Alien April, then the Pokemon video I was making ended up needing to be an A and a B, so the B went into April, and I pushed back Alien April to be Alien Invasion instead. Here's the Alien Invasion announcement video, and then I'll show you the Alien April announcement video that I had prepared and didn't end up using because Hey humans, Terrestrial Chimmaney here. Now, I'm not trying to alarm any of you, I'm not trying to make any of you get up and start prepping, but there is something you should probably... Hey guys, this is Terrestrial Chimmaney. I just wanted to come down to your level real quick and quell some rumors I've heard flying around. First, let me identify these flying rumors. Sorry, I like that. I just remember that. That's a good joke. Yeah, I don't know. And I feel like if you watch like the Darkest Dungeon video, and it's kind of annoying because I don't feel like I have control over it. So like, I'm pretty good at keeping a character's voice consistent. I'm not good at keeping my voice consistent. So sometimes if I need to re-record some narration in like a Pokemon video, it's like a different guy recorded that section. And it's like, damn it. What do I do about this? I don't know how to go back and redo it in the same voice I did it on like 3 days ago when I did the first chunk. You know? I can't just turn on the different voices here. When I speak without putting in effort, anything of like 6 different options could come out, and you never know which one you're gonna get. And I think you see it if you like jump around different live stream VODs too, like different days. I'm a bit like Martin Morning, you know? A new adventure every day. I think if you jump around the same VOD, I'll have the same voice, but maybe more tired and more like worn out voice. But if you jump around different VODs, it'll, like, from different days, it'll actually, I feel like it's a different voice. And I have no control over it. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I think we are... The color is making it hard to judge, the color of the balloons. I think we do need multiple colored balloons. But I think it's... I think it's definitely a potential improvement. I think we still need to fix the wobbliness of these lanterns. But the design is an improvement. You know, the shape is an improvement for sure. I like the moon. And once it's obscured by a bit of fog, like a fog gradient, it'll be even better too. I definitely like the shading on the balloons. I'm not certain about the shine, but the shading with like the kind of spiky bits, I think that's actually really good. Let me just... I'm just trying to decide if we should continue with this one right now, or if we should do one of the other sketches I was talking about, like not that, like where it's a similar thing but from different angle slash it's like a chimney and like all like a bunch of character heads poking up from the bottom. Or like third option, I could just like end stream. And I could do the rest of this off stream. That's option 3. Okay, if I did... Let me quickly, Let me do a little sketch of like a potential similar idea of what is present in the drawing, but you know, different shape, different positioning. Like for a start, and just very basic sketch, right? So let's just say there's a chimney here. Very basic, just getting like the shapes in really. Smoke is coming up. And then let's say there's like a building over here, maybe. It's got like one of those rooftop, you know what I mean? It's like a door, roof access. And maybe there's like a fire exit coming down here. How do you draw a fire exit? It's like... stairs here. And then it kind of goes around and drops down. And stairs again. Right? Kind of like that. And this is like a chain link. Not chain link, but you know, kind of like grated surface. This isn't like a solid flat surface. And then same again. Okay. This is actually a good start. I wasn't sure what this would be, but I think that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, fire exit and like building, and the building should have like a kind of lip to it. I'm not sure how this would connect to the lip, but we can leave it like that for now. And then, I mean, like there will be more buildings and stuff. I'm just thinking if what else should be in the foreground. Because in the original, you know, there's like this brush coming up out of the chimney. We could do something like that again if this chimney was wider. Maybe we will do that. So, again, this is just a basic starting point. We can just go like that. I mean, let's keep it square, but okay. Rushing this is actually a bad idea. I should just take my time to make it correct. We'll come back to that. But let's just like mark some kind of brush coming out, and if that means later making the chimney bigger, then that's acceptable. So let's say there's like a street here, so then like the next building, there's, you know, it's kind of after a gap. Oh, there should be like a big neon sign up here as well, like a I'll just write neon in like bubble letters. And this can be like the stand-in for the actual sign. Should it go all the way? Maybe only like a bit, and then there can be a different building here. This can be a thinner building than the other one. And like windows and stuff. Or like a balcony would be cool if there's like a kind of fenced balcony. And like a plant or something kind of growing over. Hold on, let me oh, actually, like a few plants growing over the edge could actually be quite nice. Thing is, as well, with channel banners, you can't see most of it, you know? Like, you're going to see a section that's, like, that thin, probably, on most platforms, unless you're, like, bringing Chimmaney up on the TV, but we can still have fun with it. So then, if that's what's going on, then it should be, like, a kind of, maybe, like, a sliding glass door here that you can see inside. I'm gonna new layer. And you can see inside, so there's like... I don't know, I might just go like this for now. And if I draw the actual thing, it can either just be like a window you can't see through because it's opaque shine, or we can draw like a couch or a TV in there somewhere. Then there should be... Should there be another one underneath? There could be like a sign underneath. Where it's like... Barber or something. Butcher. Sign. Yeah, we'll just have sign for now. And this can be like a business and an apartment, you know, one of those buildings. But I mean, the thing is, this would be quite a long way off the ground, so maybe it should be like there, and then there's a second apartment here. Because the street is probably like way down, you know. We could still have the floating lanterns and balloons throughout the city. That could actually look pretty cool. That would actually... Okay, I am liking this so far. I think it's likely we don't make a banner before the stream ends, but we can at least decide what the rough shapes of the banner will be, you know? Okay, well, let's have a few more buildings. So some small gap because there's like an alley between them. And shouldn't be the same height. No, they shouldn't all be the same height. Should it be taller or shorter? Maybe shorter. Like that. Well, actually, sorry, not like that. That sucks. Rather like that-ish, maybe? Should it just go all the way to, like, covered by that building, or should it stop before? I kind of feel like it should stop right here, but I also feel like that will look ugly, so it should just continue on. I don't know, we'll keep it there. It's a V1 after all, for goodness sakes. Okay, I kind of like this. And then, should this neon sign be on, like, a blimp? Or should it be on, like, a big building back there? I'm just going to jump the gun. I know what some people might be thinking. The neon sign is not going to say Chimmaney. I would be embarrassed to do that. I don't know why. I mean, it's a channel banner. You know, that's what it's supposed to do. But not for me. Let me just try picture this. I do like blimps. I think blimps are cool. Sorry, let me rephrase. I don't like blimps. I think blimps suck. I like the concept of blimps in, like, a setting, you know? Usually because of how much blimps suck. It's kind of cool, you know, having a setting where it's like this utterly inferior, slow, dangerous, obstructive form of transportation. I mean, actually, I think, like, modern blimps, which don't really exist, but there's, like, a push for modern blimps, I think they're not slow or dangerous anymore. But that's not what you think of when you hear blimp, right? You think about the bad versions. I do like blimps, but is this the right place for one? It could also look cool mixed in with all the balloon lanterns. having like a blimp flying there as well, and there can be like some lanterns behind it that are just kind of covered, and there can be like lanterns in the foreground really big. Okay, we might go for blimp. I'll keep this line here in case I decide to go building, but looking at it now, I think blimp would actually look nicer. And if we do go blimp, then we'll need something behind it, because like the implication should be that the city is continuing, right? So there can be like a turn here, so there's like a larger gap across, but then there should be another building. Should it go? I think it should be further this way. Maybe even more. And then the city would presumably continue like this way, right? Let's make this a shorter one. Getting in my reps, sorry. Just getting my Control Z reps in real quick. I don't know about that. I think probably more like this. Oop. Let me do this. I'm just going to fill this building in because I think it's... Actually, that's a bad idea when it's... Like, because we need to differentiate the roof from the rest. So let me go like this, and then fill in this with that kind of bright lime green, and then I'll just make the roof like this. Sure. I mean, that's ugly as hell, but whatever. It's a very early sketch. And then... I don't know, do I want more buildings going this way? I kind of feel like I don't really. I don't want it to be overpopulated. I think this is a good number. What I should have is more chimneys on the other buildings. Because if this implied building in the foreground has one, others should too. That might be too tall. And then that also means we can, once again, kind of fill it up with smog. And there'll be like a in-image reason that it makes sense. You know? I'll do one on this building too. I think this building, it can either have no chimney or it has one over here that's not in frame. I'm liking this so far. I was kind of thinking I wouldn't. I mean, this angle is wrong, the like perspective here, but it should be like that, right? And then that blocks part of the orange building, but that's fine. It makes sense. And then should there be one on this? Probably. Oh. Whatever. Yeah, and then so if I quickly on one layer so that I can easily hide it and it won't interfere with other layers, but so that we can kind of see it here. If I add like a kind of glow, ooh, that's a lot. I might put it behind. To each of the things that will be lanterns, and then also to like the neon sign. That's kind of cool. And then there's like a smoky gradient from all of these. If I put it above, yeah, that's bad if it goes above. But you know, smoky gradient up this green building is just being blocked because it's on a higher layer. Let me maybe actually just go like this. Yeah. The angle is still weird. It should be more this, but we can fix that in the future. Let me add some more lanterns to like the foreground. And the glows to them. Okay, this is kind of promising, and we could even, if we wanted to go super duper crazy with it, we could even like have some people. Kind of, you know, this person could be like leaning on the edge of the building. Obviously, there's implied person sweeping chimney. Hang on. But we could have like a couple people out, you know. There could be like a... What should this person be like pointing? And then the... Okay, well that looks like... that looks like they've stepped up onto the edge of the building, which maybe... Get down from there! Also, building like a rim should be there. If there is another apartment here, we could have like a person standing down here. I think that could actually be kind of cool. To have a person like lower elevation than the roof. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of liking this. And if we wanted to be like functional banner instead of just looks good, could be like a kind of like 2 videos a month kind of text up there. probably typed rather than handwritten, because, you know, so it's like obviously not part of the drawing. That's an option. Assuming that's even my schedule into 2025, which I'm not certain there will be. I won't be I'll tell you, we'll talk about that in the New Year's stream. That's one of the things I won't be certain of until I know how the rest of this year goes. Is like an upload schedule, upload frequency and stuff. What else could we add? So I think this should probably just have like the standard windows of like a drawn skyscraper, you know? Should it have it on both sides? Yeah. This should have a sign. I think this should be another sign. This one can say like, I don't know, because again, I would be embarrassed if this neon sign on the blimp said Chimmaney. I don't know why. To me, that is like, no, thank you. Should I have like video inside jokes here? Or is that... I'm not embarrassed by video inside jokes at all, by the way. I mean, that's, you know, my goddamn BRB screen is Bianca Berry listening into Team Plasma. And my starting screen is a bunch of, like, blurred clips from various videos that I like. And in between, like, my videos reference each other in little jokes quite frequently. So it's not something that embarrasses me, but does it fit here is more what I'm wondering. Like if I wrote like Average Joe's wood repair or something. Average Joe's furniture repair, or, you know, Spiral Artist's hair salon or something. Oh, I have a perfect idea. Yeah, that's okay, good. Just what I wanted. I kind of like this as like a base design. Let's compare it real quick. Just like design wise to here, if I go like this. Hold on, let me just to make it less messy, I'll put this in here. Okay, now it's good. Okay, well that's not entirely accurate. Okay, we'll just compare it to this and just like imagine it's not completed. I think this is a better design. This is a better like sketch design. I think it is. And we can still bring in, you know, the lantern sketch that we made, because obviously they're still in this. So that wasn't like wasted effort. We might put the moon in. We might not, because I don't know if it would fit. Let's quickly put it in. See how it is. It should go like behind everything else. Oh, I kind of like that huge as well, but let's make it smaller. I don't know, huge moon, kind of nice. And it fills that space instead of like 2 videos a month, which is a schedule I'm not certain will exist for 2025 regardless. So we could put that there. And then again, all these lanterns are, you know, the existing thing we just made. Obviously, we're going to make it less wobbly, but this is the sketch design of it. I like this. This is going to take a long time to do, though, if I want to do it right. To, like, make the, you know, forget the chimney bricks and how long that takes. Like, if I'm going to draw, like, a good-looking blimp with a neon sign on it, and some buildings. I've never drawn a building before. I've never drawn a skyscraper. Gonna have to figure it out. It'll probably be fun, but I should also let me quickly just add, you know, like this person's in a balcony. They're not just up there. It should be brighter so it's easier to see. Should it have foliage as well? Or what else could be on a balcony but foliage? Like what might this person have other than like a potted plant? Could they have like, I don't know. They could have like laundry hanging. That could be kind of cool. If they have like a sheet over the edge. Like out to dry. It's kind of a big one. Probably won't be that big in the final. But I think that's nice. And then like they could have like a t-shirt here. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm surprising myself. I'm actually like excited about this. It's probably going to be a long time to make, though. I guess I can make it while I like do thinking work, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe it'll take too much thinking power to make the decisions here. But it could be good to like, you know, like you take an eye break when you're drawing. Maybe it's good to take a brain break and focus on something else when you're scripting. Yeah, I think this is a really good layout. So then the question is there anything else to add? Because, for example, like, whoops, this building, there should probably be something on this side. It could be as simple as, like, windows, but that's a little boring. Could be another big sign. Signs are fun. Should we add references to, like, videos? Because I do like referencing videos, but only in, like, cool ways, you know, because I'm a really cool guy. So I wouldn't want, for example, to just do like Sharon's face here, but we could do like graffiti of something to do with a video, or we could do like, as I said, like Average Joe's Butcher Shop or something. Let me have a look at my videos real quick. Let me just have a scroll through some and see if any names pop out as easy to incorporate something from. I mean, we could do something from like Ultrayeed, something from Buckwheat Grayson. Deep cut. I do a lot of like kind of deep cuts, by the way. I think I've referenced a lot of Chimmaney videos that a lot of like modern viewers have not seen. But it's like, I don't know. I have fun with it. But like I imagine most people who watch my videos these days haven't like gone back to see Memphis Commando, for example, or I'm a Mortal Redneck, or Monster Hunter. Those very early videos. But I was just thinking, like, we could do in Memphis Commando, there's like a radio channel, and I think it's a real radio channel that plays like Elvis nonstop, and that's why I looked for a radio channel that plays Elvis songs like nonstop to use, because obviously that video's like, you know, whatever. You haven't seen Memphis Commando. I'm not going to explain it to you. Also, like, it's probably not that good, so you can ignore it if you like. It's probably okay. It's probably wicked funny, actually. We could do that here, but also the fact it's a real radio channel, maybe not. What other videos are like real world enough to work? Because, you know, like Mega Man wouldn't really work. It's kind of in its own setting. Was there just a buffer, or was that just a thing on my screen? I did notice in some of my livestream VODs, occasionally there's like skipping, where like 2 seconds just disappear and then reappear. Right now it's... Hold on, let me take a look at that. Because it is showing a little buffer thing. And give me a sec, you're going to hear two of me. There's like skipping, where like 2 seconds just disappear and then reappear. Right now it's... Hold on, let me take a look at that. Because it is showing a little buffer thing. And so you guys aren't even seeing the full thing. You're seeing the edges cut off. There's like skipping, where like 2 seconds just disappear and then reappear. Right now it's... Hold on, let me take a look at that. Because it is showing a little buffer thing. And so you guys aren't even seeing the full thing. You're seeing the edges cut off. Okay, I don't think it's skipping. Just disappear and then reappear. Right now it's... Hold on, let me take a look at that. Because it is showing a little buffer thing. I think it's okay. So you guys aren't even seeing the full thing. You're seeing the... What'd you say? Okay, oh, okay. Thanks. Gotcha. Skipping. That guy, I really like that guy. He's awesome. He's so cool. He's so cool. I love that guy. I think it's okay. What'd you say? I said you're awesome. Okay. Thanks. Gotcha. This isn't working. That guy, I really like that guy. Who do you like? He's awesome. Who? He's so cool. Wait, what did you say? He's so cool. I love that guy. Who is? I think it's okay. What'd you say? I said you're awesome. Okay. Wait, but who is awesome? This isn't working. That guy, I really like that guy. Who do you like? He's awesome. I really like Chimmaney. Wait, what did you say? Chimmaney is really cool. I love that guy. Who is? Chimmaney. I really love Chimmaney. In fact, I wish I was Chimmaney. What'd you say? I said you're awesome. Wait, really? This isn't working. I really like that guy. Who do you like? He's awesome. I really like Chimmaney. Wait, what did you say? Chimmaney is really cool. Yeah, that's what I think too. Chimmaney. I really love Chimmaney. Dude, same. In fact, I wish I was Chimmaney. You are Chimmaney. Really? Yeah, really, you are. You're Chimmaney, and so am I. And so's he. I really like yeah, you are. I'm talking about you. You are. Yeah, that's what I think too. Chimmaney. I really love Chimmaney. Dude, same. I love Chimneys. Yeah, we're all in agreement. In fact, I wish I was Chimmaney. You are Chimmaney. Really? Yeah, really, you are. What a lucky guy. You're Chimmaney, and so am I. Yeah. And so's he. Wait, me? Yeah, you are. I'm talking about you. You are. You're talking about me? Oh my god, I'm Chimmaney too. I really love Chimmaney. Dude, I love Chimneys. Yeah, we're all in agreement. We are. Chimmaney is awesome. And by the way, this sketch looks amazing. Yeah, lucky stiff. Really, you are. What a lucky guy. You're Chimmaney, and so am I. Do you really think so? He. Wait, me? Yeah, you are. I'm talking about you. Okay, that's getting it's getting too much. I'm losing track of it. Yeah, we're all in agreement. I'm trying to like set things up. Chimmaney is awesome, but I'm like forgetting that looks amazing. As I'm setting things up, things are being said. Do you really think so? Wait, me?
Yeah, you are. I'm talking about you.
Okay,
You are.
that's
Talking
getting
about me.
it's
Oh my
getting
God,
too
I'm
much.
Chimmaney.
I'm losing track of it. That's enough. At least we've confirmed there's not like skipping going on, because if there was skipping, that would not have worked out at all. So okay, audio not skipping in the stream VOD, or just the stream. Incredible stream content right here. I should do that again one day, but like actually prepare for it, because that could be awesome if I don't know if it, yeah, okay, I don't know. We'll think about that. What could we put in here? In my Portal videos, did the company ever get named? The company that was designing the artificial human? Could they have like an office building here? I don't think they did get named. But there could still be like a poster for like, oh, Sape AI coming soon, right? And that would be fun, because that means I get to design a poster, you know? I love doing that kind of stuff. It would be like... the first artificial human. Probably 1 exclamation mark. No, 2. Let's go 2. They're excited about it. And then it's like a drawing of GLaDOS. I think it's kind of like that shape. Whoop, not quite. Is it like that? Something like that. Like, there could be posters like that on some of these buildings, but the thing is, the buildings are kind of too high up. It would be a bit weird. Like, there could be one poster here if we make it not covered by that balloon. But there's not really any other prime poster locations. There could be like a flag. We could put like a flagpole on one of these buildings. But I don't think I have any flags like in videos that we can like, oh, it's the flag from that video. I don't think that exists. Yeah. Because the Grim Sower's in the afterlife, so like, you know, that's after you die. He wouldn't just be like in Human City. We might just leave this here for now, and I'll like over the next like month and a half chip away at making it from a design into like an actual good drawing. Because I'm looking at this, I'm kind of thinking, is this gonna be like 50 hours of drawing to do? And it may be. Yeah, we might leave that there. This was fun though. I wanted to do a stream just because it had been like 2 months since I last streamed because I've been so busy. And I also wanted to update people on like just general video stuff. You know, I mentioned the huge project I'm working on. The upcoming Chimmaney Talkings really quick. You can get like 4 of them in the next 2 weeks. And then I'm going to be making the Batman video. I expected to finish it today. I think I underestimated how long it takes to draw because I don't do it very often. No wonder I kind of settled when I was making this, you know, 4 years ago. It was just like, yeah, whatever, it's kind of cool. What if I made this my channel banner What if I... Okay, hold on. What if I make this my channel banner, and then, like, every week or two, I update it with, like, oh, hey, I added more to the drawing. And then over a couple of months, it slowly progresses into being, like, a completed image. Would that be kind of cool? I kind of like that. Like, this is my channel banner, and then, like, oh, I've added in the proper lanterns. I've added in the proper chimney, and, like, you can, like, see on the channel it's slowly progressing through. That's kind of nice. I think you know what? I'm gonna do that. I will do that. That's fun. Let me save this. New banner V1. And it's only a V1, right? You can't expect too much from a V1. And I'll actually put that up right now before the stream ends. Let's do it. YouTube Studio. Customization. Where is it? Here. Okay, this is... Again, this is... Hold on, let me just show you this real quick. This is the kind of stuff you have to deal with. Hang on. Look at this. What a mess. Hold on, I need to... I know, don't worry, Crown Killer, it's coming. It's coming. And I definitely didn't, with the screen blocking my keyboard and numpad, accidentally hit the not jump scare Crown Killer button and spoil the joke I was going to jump scare everyone with Crown Killer. Whatever. Let me, get this up. This is what I have to work with. You can see it? Look at how I have to crop this image. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna... so like my plan of like, oh cool, you can see it like updating in real time. Yeah, if you like check on the TV. Let me pull Chimmaney up on TV. Like every day. For the rest of my life. Whatever. That crop will do. Let me go to my channel. I've published it now. Let me make sure it doesn't look terribly ugly, because if it does, I will undo it immediately. That's pretty bad. With that crop. That's pretty bad with that crop. I don't know about that. Okay, what if I change the crop to be like this? Okay, what if I just don't crop it? What if I just let it be that small section? Refresh. Refresh. That's a bit better. Still not very good, but I guess that'll motivate me to do it better and make the better version. Yeah, I'll leave it. It definitely looks worse than the previous banner in this state, but we'll see about fixing that over time. Thanks for watching the stream. Fun little thing. Enjoyed updating you. Let me get this out of your face. Yeah, I guess I'll chip away at that over time. And why did that not work? Why is this not working? Excuse me? You're not letting me hit my jump scare with the crown killer buttons? Why is this actually not working? By the way, the jump scare with the crown killer, I was going to mention this in a previous stream, like the stream intro. But the stream intro was too long in that stream, so I decided I'll save it for later. There we go. It's because the cable on the draw pad was holding down Alt. The Crown Killer jump scare, all three of them happen every single time I open Streamlabs. Because the source becomes active again. And so at any time I open Streamlabs, I just have to like prepare myself. You're gonna get this. Every single time I open Streamlabs. But it's worth it because I got my 3 jump scares. It's fun. Okay, that's it. That's the stream. That was fun. Good little 3-hour thing. I need to sleep, to be honest. I didn't think I did, but I do. And you'll see the channel banner hopefully progressing over time. Or you will see it return to the old one because I get like embarrassed about it. And then you won't see anything from it until it's completed. And it'll take like 9 months. But hopefully, it'll take like a month and a half. And you will see the progression. Yeah, this was fun. This was good to try. I think doing these kind of streams might work, but they're definitely quite different from existing stream types. But that's fine. I mean, I like doing different things. We'll give it a go. It feels hard to be productive at the same time. Maybe that was just because I had a lot to talk about today, though, because there was like a 25-minute talking intro. Maybe if I had less built up from not streaming to talk about, it would be more like seamless between being productive and being streaming. But that is the stream. Who knows when it's going to end? It could end any second. It could end at any time. You'd keep on your toes.